Hello everyone, welcome to the hypergamous journey. I am just going to get right into the video. I saw a TikTok clip from cruise season, and this gentleman was talking about a man having, let's say, 10 women that he's dealing with on various levels. You can't possibly give 10 women quality time, quality attention. So I'm thinking on a superficial level. So he said that yes, he can have intimate relations with the women, and he's the 10 women that he's dealing with, but he said as soon as a situation becomes available for the woman more advantageous, she will drop him like a hot potato. And he also said that he wouldn't want to be a 50, 60-year-old man in a club sipping on one drink all night, trying to lure women in with money. And, that can go both ways for women in the club every other weekend with their 50, 60-year-old girlfriend, basically looking for men. Now, we occasionally go for fun. I understand. I have been to a club to celebrate a person's birthday, particularly a younger woman's birthday. I told you last year I celebrated in a club my cousin's 40th birthday, 42nd birthday in a club. But there were also 30 and 40-year-olds there, and there may have been 3 or 4 people who were 60. I was one of them. Another woman looked like she was in her 60s, and then there was a table of about 3 or 4 men who looked like they were in their 60s, one of which asked me to dance. And so there is this huge misconception that men who are in their 50s and 60s can pull women in their 20s just by sheer of, the way they look. But I hear all the time in Shira Seven's one channel, and basically Shira 7-1's channel, where women in their 20s and 30s, they don't like men in their 50s and 60s. And maybe it's the kinds of, and these girls are meeting men who have money, in rich areas of town, affluent areas of town, and they're having trouble wrapping their mind around dating somebody in their 50s and 60s. To them, that's old. And a lot of times it doesn't even matter how he looks. It's like, yeah, he could look good for his age, but they don't want a man that old. And then there are some who do. So both men and women in their 50s and 60s are under the misconception that younger women really want them. You have to really be rolling in some dough for them to really want you. And as for us women who are in our 50s and 60s, when I look at other women in their 50s and 60s, I'm like, why are we here? It's like, why are we here? I'm here with my cousin celebrating a birthday, and it's obvious this is a celebration, birthday cake, and, whatever decorations they have. But I will see 50 and 60-year-old women just kind of sitting at the table, having drinks and eating. And, kind of getting up to dance, and they can barely get to the floor. And so I haven't been to a club on my own in a couple of years. I told you in a previous video, I'm a loner. So I'm a lone ranger, I call myself. I'm a lone ranger. And so I will, decide to go somewhere in a heartbeat and go by myself because it's so spontaneous that I do it. And in my 50s, I was one of those women who was in the club. I would stay for an hour or two and then come on home because I love music. I love to dance. I felt I looked good, and I would really come from some function or, had wore a cute dress or a cute outfit and say, well, I'm not ready to go to bed yet. So I'm gonna just go to this club here and just dance a few and get to practice being feminine. So I have been known to do that, but as a regular occurrence, heck no. No. So I would rather we, mature women, make it a habit to go to an affluent part of town, have lunch every Saturday at the bar, and see what kind of conversations we can get out of those types of environments, rather than getting dressed or even just going to a club. Because the optics are not good. That we have our mature behinds sitting on bar stools at the nightclub or at the local bar. It's not a good look. It's not even a good look for men who are in their 50s and 60s. But they can get away with it way better than a 50, 60-year-old woman at the local bar, especially at night. Because usually men who are in a bar having lunch, it's in the daytime. Like 7, 8, 9 o'clock, they're at home. And that's where we need to be too. So let me know your thoughts, opinions on this particular video in the comment section. Do you agree or do you disagree? And these are some options that we can do when we're 50 and 60. Join a dating app, flirt with a man 1 or 2 times, journal, seek therapy. We can do that. And after you've done all the activities on the Dating Adventures Guide, you can create your own. You got 20 boxes to create your own. And then these are my suggestions on how to use the guide to your advantage. The guide is free. If you'd like a copy, email me at thehypergamishjourney@gmail.com. And you can write to your heart's content about how your dating experience is by using one of my journals. This one says, my conscious, subconscious, and superconscious align on this hypergamous journey. So our mind is made up of three levels. We have the conscious, where we're like planted in this very moment. And then we have the subconscious, where thoughts are going through our mind, but we're not really paying attention to them. And then we have the superconscious, where the thoughts reside and where we live them out in our behavior and our day-to-day actions. So we got to go to all 3 levels to change our mindset and really believe that we're entitled to a hypergamous relationship, a man who cherishes our feelings, who meets us on a financial level at a bare minimum where we are. If you like this video or any of my others, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.